How about a race recap? How we got to where we are at today here at the Rock. BP led the field around as the Winston victory lap, former champion celebration. What a great night.
You could see the grin all the way from up here, BP.
It was nice.
And then Ryan Newman led the field to the green flag. First caution, lap 77, Derek Cope with a twister. And then this was the most interesting one of the day so far. Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon tangled off turn 2, then they're off turn 4, and then when they got to turn 1, spin cycle.
The 12 car goes in the spin cycle after a little nudge from the 24.
That was in the backup from the Newman spin. Tony Stewart into the back of Matt Kenseth. Jeff Gordon penalized 1 lap for rough driving on that. Kurt Busch and Casey Mears tangling with Dale Jarrett. Put some holes in Kurt Busch's fenders that he has not really recovered from.
And Kyle Petty did not get going. Something happened to the 45 car. They got all jammed up, and the 31 and the 99 got together, and around goes Jeff Burton.
Up to lap 109, 5th caution of the race. Greg Biffle spinning off turn 2. Jamie McMurray also spun there. When Kevin LePage blew up, let's make a deal happened on pit road, looking for fresh sets of tires for this abrasive Rockingham track. Jeff Gordon made his way back onto the lead lap and back through the field, then got caught again laps down. Kyle Petty with a spin. One of 9 cautions that have slowed this race, one shy of the 400-mile record at the Rock. 20 laps to go. We're back under green.
Shootout.
Shootout time.
Don't have to save tires now.
And Jimmy Johnson's car has been a little bit better on short runs, if I'm not mistaken. Talking about the 48 cars, he tries to chase down the 9. What do you think, Matt?
As they were entering turn 3, Chad Kanowski, the radio said, Jimmy, you are better than all the guys behind you. The only car in your league is in front of you. Now go get him.
Oh, we got trouble in turn 1.
Car on the wall.
Not Schrader.
And Schrader. Can you believe? Schrader running 8th with 19 laps to go.
It looked like, from here, it's tough to see in the 1, but it looked like Schrader was up on the outside and the car got bumped into Kenny Schrader. They may even been 3 abreast going down in the 1.
Just imagine if you're having trouble seeing in turn 1 how these drivers are faring. Now let's see if we can see what might have happened.
There's Schrader on the outside.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he got run into by
Newman
car.
Who was in a hurry to get up from the back of the field.
Yeah, well. Man, that's too bad. Those guys had a great run going.
There it is again, 3 wide. Adam Newman was just trying to get around Jimmy Spencer and force Schrader to go 3 wide there. Or?
That's what I think, that he was trying to make room to go around the 7 car, and I don't know if he realized the 49 car was there.
Yeah. Kenny won't be happy about that.
No.
And Rockingham ties the race record for cautions in a 400-miler here, number 10. And Schrader is out of his car on pit road, could not make the left turn into the garage with the right side damage. So pit road is closed.
And there goes an angry man.
He wants to get away and not talk to anybody. There's your lucky dog. All right, we got back out of that last commercial break to get back and cover the stories. We left a little unfinished business. Shall we take care of that now?
Sure, want me to do it? No, you go ahead.
Winston Cup Racing from the North Carolina Speedway on TNT, brought to you by Budweiser. The best things in life are the things that are true. Budweiser. Discover Card. It pays to discover. And Napa Auto Parts. Napa. Get the good stuff.
Actually, BP, we wanted Weber to do it.
All right, we'll let Weber do it. Okay.
Pit road still closed. Ken Schrader's car sits at the entry to pit lane. I'll bet we'll see some people pit here, get some fresher tires.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm in 9th or 8th or 7th.
Exactly. Ryan Newman, Jeff Burton, those guys back there, of course they're going to stop. 4 tires, if they got them.
When they get the chance to. And, of course, this helping Bill Elliott, the more laps we run off here under the yellow flag. Now, we were doing the race recap, and we came back for the restart.
Okay.
Matt Kenseth is getting ready to pit under the green when his teammate Mark Martin blows up. Matt crosses the commitment line, straddles the end of it with the tires, but gets back on the racetrack. He's penalized, goes to the end of the longest line, but there are only 6 cars left on the lead lap when the caution came out in the middle of the green flag stops. Bill Elliott and Jimmy Johnson put on a whale of a fight for the lead that Elliott eventually won out with. And then Ricky Rudd, nudged from behind by Brian Vickers, collects Ricky Craven. Larry Foyt, Tony Stewart. Man, we've seen a lot of yellow flags today. And finally, Ken Schrader. Get the bad end of a 3-wide deal into turn 1, and he has gone to the garage, and instead of a top 10 finish, he's going to be just one of now 6, make that 7 drivers who are not going to be on the track at the end of this race.
All right, here we come. Sterling Marlin on pit road. Ryan Newman, Jeff Burton, all these guys that are 7th, 8th, and 9th on the pit road they come.
Take on those tires. Didn't run that many laps last time, but Marty, it's a good gamble, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you, Alan. I think it's a great call on Matt Borland's part. They actually were going to do the opposite of what everybody else did. So since most of the cars stayed out, they decided to come in, take on 4 tires. Obviously no chassis changes, just the 4-tire change. Missing those left front lugs really hurt them on that last stop. They were running 3rd, and they've fallen back now to the 9th position.
You just got to be careful not to run them over now.
Yeah.
Run the other guys over, because you are going to have much better tires. Billy Weber.
Okay, I got a quiz for you. We talked about Matt's dad, and we talked about his family, we talked about his friends. Who had we left out?
His wife.
Right, Katie Kenseth, and she has been there all along the way with Matt, now on the ride to the championship. It's hard to get Katie to tell you a story about herself, but she does like to tell the story about Matt's grandmother. When Matt and Katie were married, they wanted Matt's grandmother, Edith, to play the organ. Now, Edith is just past her 39th birthday. Well, maybe a little bit past that, because her husband, Helmer, is 94, so you get the idea. But the organ in the church broke down. Edith had been practicing on the organ in their home, so Edith got her sons to carry the organ from their house to the church so she could play the organ for Matt and Katie's wedding. Katie said it's one of the most beautiful things she's ever seen.
I'll bet. Neat people, Matt and Katie are.
Well, they are.
The quiet people, but when you get to know them and they free up the conversation with you a little bit. They've got a great sense of humor. They're really salt of the earth people, and they're a lot of fun to be around.
Hey, Roy, you only got about 13 more laps. You come down off that coal bus.
I don't think so.
He might put about 400 miles around the roof of that bus.
Yeah, they have to put
day.
a new roof on that thing.
Yeah.
Pacing around. As they run, with Matt Kenseth in 3rd, Jimmy Johnson 2nd, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. 13th in the race. 186 being the magic number today. Kenseth well in position to lock up the championship. The trophy's in the house. There they are. Are you ready, folks?
Ready to celebrate this championship? Oh, yeah.
And Robbie Reiser from Allenton, Wisconsin. Robbie's story, of course, began his career as a race driver. Had to step out of his car when he suffered an injury racing and turned to the crew chief side of the business. He and Matt teaming up, as Bill told you before, and so successful they've been. Many of their crew with them for as long as Robbie and Matt have been together. You know, Matt's in position to win this championship, having taken just 1 race win so far this season, that back at Las Vegas in March. But Rusty Wallace, the 1989 champion, said, please don't judge a champion by the number of wins that he has.
I personally don't care how many wins a champion has if he has not even one, because it's so tough to win a championship. It's amazing. It's all built on consistency and how much that car's up front, and how many laps it's leading, bonus points and all that. And I'll personally tell you, that champion that's probably going to be this year, Matt Kenseth, I've seen him up front all year long. So if he won none or one, or whatever he's won, it's fine in my book.
There you go.
There you go.
That's right. It is hard to win a championship because, it is tough. These races are tough, and every position is tough. But where's Matt sitting right now?
Third spot
up front, just like Rusty said.
I've got in my hand a sheet of his results from this season. Let's see. Started off Daytona 20th, then 3rd, 1st, 4th, 8th, 2nd, 6th, 9th, 9th, 7th, 2nd, 7th, 3rd, 4th. He's been there all year.
All year long. And that's basically what happened to me in 1973. I won 1 race that year, but He's always got to get in those top 10s.
And just understand this, 1 year ago, Matt Kenseth won the most races. He won 5 races last year, but didn't win the championship. We're not as consistently up front as they have been this season. To the race, 11 laps to go. Bill Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth. Ryan Newman with fresh tires, 7th in line on the restart, plus some of those lap cars to his inside.
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin are thinking.
Man, I hope those guys get racing up front.
Exactly.
Get together.
Yeah.
And spin out, and the 17 goes to victory lane.
I can win this championship by winning this race.
And being the championship leader, if he were to win this race,
oh, big bucks.
bonus of $350,000 or something.
But Mayfield closes in.
Yeah.
Back bumper. Matt Kenseth.
That's for 3rd place. Jeremy has led 96 laps today of the 383-week run. Whoa! Matt with a little wiggle there. Whoa! Up front, Bill Elliott clear of Jimmy Johnson by 5 car lengths. This is the race for 3rd. So far, Ryan Newman has made no progress through the traffic. He's still running 7th, so the fresh tires not able to be put to advantage yet. There's the gap 1st to 2nd to the race for 3rd. Bill Elliott, man, what a drive for him today, huh? 5 times for 132 laps he's led. He started at the back of the field after an engine change during Friday practice. What a day for Ray Evernham's team.
Yeah, Bill was pretty confident even after that engine problem. They were pretty happy with that race car. Even though he had to start from the rear. He knew he had a good race car.
Kenseth up the hill.
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Yeah, they told Jeremy Mayfield that the 17 car is points racing. If you get close, he's probably going to move over.
They were right, Bill.
I would not blame Matt Kenseth one bit.
The big picture right now.
Yeah, this picture's a lot bigger. What's waiting on him as soon as they throw this checkered flag is a lot bigger than running 3rd place in this Top Secret 400.
You know, we asked in our Singular Wireless poll earlier which driver would break a dry spell first among some of the veterans. Bill Elliott's last victory, the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis, August 2002. He's about 5, make it 4.5 laps from the checkered flag today, man.
With Bill Elliott's future still uncertain for 2004, all the guys on the Dodge squad, the 9 guys, they want to get Bill Elliott back to victory lane. They put a lot of emphasis on their pit stops. It paid off winning the World Pit Crew Championship on Saturday. The other team, the 19, finished 4th. A group effort. Ray Evernham really wants to give Bill Elliott another win here at the Rock. They want to really sweep the season finale next week as well, taking their big car to Homestead. Bill Elliott hasn't won since Indy. Matt Kenseth's winning a championship, but this is going to seem like a championship for Bill Elliott if he can get back to victory lane.
3 laps to go for Bill Elliott in search of his 44th NASCAR Winston Cup Series win and his 4th here at Rockingham. 48 years old, the 1988 champion. So popular with his many thousands of fans, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions.
You can't count that high.
And now Bill Elliott 2 laps away. Thank you.
Yes.
Here's Matt Kenseth. Junior waving at him saying, way to go.
Yes, sir. He's congratulating Matt Kenseth with just 2 laps to go.
These 2 raced together for the NASCAR Busch Series Championship in 1998 and 99. Junior came out on top both times. Kenseth came out on top of Junior in the fight for Winston Cup Rookie of the Year in 2000. Now today it looks like it'll be Kenseth who gets the first Winston Cup title among the 2. Final lap at Rockingham. Bill Elliott in search of a win. Matt Kenseth in search of a championship.
Clear sailing, Bill.
Jack Roush, 1 more lap, he says. 1 more. And the checkered flag is in the air. It'll be Bill Elliott. With his first win of 2003 at Rockingham today, Matt Kenseth comes to the line, finishing fourth, and Matt Kenseth is the 2003 NASCAR Winston Cup Series champion.
There is a lot of relief.
Oh, man, is there ever.
Jack Roush has
Mark
won
Martin.
his first title in NASCAR Winston Cup racing, finally.
And Mark Martin joined Jack Roush on the 17 pit box. He is listed as owner of the 17 and really the mentor for Matt Kenseth.